Looking to store your bikes safely, securely, without even damaging walls or anywhere in your house? Well, this video, I'm going to show you a way to store your bike, build it in an hour and a half, maybe even quicker, depending on how fast you are at screwing, and putting it up in no time without much cost. Just make sure you have a good drill. So I found myself a whiteboard, and this way I'm going to show you my design. All you need is to start off with a frame. Now I'm using 4x2, so 4x2 bits of timber. First off, you can get them from any wood supplier. First off, make your frame. Then you need to make a second frame. Sorry, I'm not that good at drawing. That sits there. And then you need to build your braces. So a brace there, a brace there. And that is about as simple as you can get. So that's the whole design. Then putting hooks up here, and then the bike sits in between. You might want to put braces here, and braces here, and then timber across. To start off, I measured the length of my bike so I knew how tall to make the stand. So we're looking at 164. Time to cut the uprights to size. Now this is good to make it about 30 centimeters longer than my bike to make sure it'll hang off the floor. Next, to decide the width, I wanted my stand to fit 2 bikes, so I made it just over double the width of my handlebars. Now to screw the frame together. Make sure to drill some pilot holes though, this ensures that the screws don't split the wood. On to making the other part of the frame now. General rule to keep it nice and sturdy is having at least 1/3 of the length of the uprights. With this frame, it's going to need to be that little bit secure, so I've got my saw out and yeah, I've cut a diagonal line in the timber, and that way, hopefully, I can then sit it like so. Screw in there, I might put 2 in just to be safe, and then 2 screws in there, and that will give it a good brace, meaning it's going to be quite a secure structure. Right, without further ado, I better get screwing. Look at this, it's mega. I might add some braces in here just to make it slightly more secure so it's not wobbling around. Yeah, so just what I'm doing now is just drilling some holes for the braces to go, then I can screw in those nice long screws. I'm thinking about putting 4 of these little braces in just to keep it as solid as possible. But if you ask me, I'm pretty happy with this. Right, so I've screwed in all the braces, and now, I mean, if you ask me, that is looking good. I mean, this rivals anything Blake's done. Actually, no, don't comment on that. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with it. It's super stable. So yeah, I could probably hang on that if I wanted to. So I've got my hooks. They look similar to that. So what I'm going to do is screw them in there, and then it should hold the wheel nicely. But then I was doing some thinking, it might be worth putting in another bit of timber so it's got something for that front wheel to push against so that front wheel doesn't swing through. And also, I might do the same on the bottom. Create another bit of timber for that rear wheel to go so that you don't scuff your walls. So, next point of call, cutting a bit more timber. So it's much easier to make the drill holes before you screw it in. I think you'll be here for a while if you try and screw it in without drilling holes. And you want to angle it like that for that front wheel to hook onto. Then I've got another one in. for the second bike. Right, hooks are on. Now to, well, see what it looks like with the bike on. Right, front wheel goes in. Front wheel leans on that crossbar I put in. So as you can see, I've got a slight problem here. Well, the bike seems to be swinging around a little bit. So I've got a solution to that very problem. Another bit of timber. So I'm going to chuck in this timber where that rear wheel sits, keeping it nice and straight. Now you can measure this so it's quite tight, so all you have to do is knock it in. And that looks pretty good to me. So there's some different options you can get for holding your bike. You can go for really cheap, just a hook, where you can get from any hardware store, or you can go for a proper bike mount, something like this. So I thought I'd put this on to show you guys so you can decide which works best for you and which bike it works best for you, because those can damage your rim. So getting something like that might just be better. So I'm going to screw this in. And then the top one, so make sure that's straight. Secure them, flick it down. Let's try it with a bike. There you have it. Another bike mount that works absolutely tremendously. I mean, to be honest, I want to pat myself on the back because, well, that came out a lot better than I thought. I thought I'd bring it into my own house. So there we have it, my finished product. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope it makes it easy for you to follow the steps and make your own. You can make a bigger one, a smaller one, you can make a one bike frame. It all depends on what you need and what you can fit in your house, basically. I hope you like this. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and see you in the next video. Right, without further ado, I better get screwing. Screw in there, and 2 screws in there. You can screw in screws. Screwed in all the brakes, screw them in. You can screw them up there. I'm gonna screw them in there. Screw in, nice and easily. You can hand screw these in before you screw in them. Try and screw it in. Screw that in. Screw this bit of tin. So I'm gonna screw this in. All the screws. Boom!